What's up, guys? Lewis Jones here. I want to talk about teaching versus gigging. Now, most musicians do both. Before the pandemic, teaching and gigging was basically my main forms of income. So, one of the things I noticed early on with gigging is when you gig, you make a lot more money per hour, or you make a lot more money in a shorter time. However, once the gig is over with, that's it. Once somebody gets married, you play at their wedding. You're not going to play at their wedding again. And that's it. They're getting married one time. Also, what typically happens is if you play well at a wedding, they'll refer you out, or maybe they have a birthday party that they'll have later on. But the point is that you're going to do that one wedding, and you're pretty much not going to see that person again, or you're not going to see them again in terms of business. So that's the thing about gigging. But gigging is fun. Now with teaching is more stable, and with musicians, we have a very instability, and our careers aren't stable. It's all over the place. You make more money today, less money tomorrow. More money this month, no money next month. So it's kind of cool to have something that's actually stable. So teaching is very, very stable. So I don't teach these days, but when I was teaching, I charged like $75 an hour. And pretty much everything was in the evening. So I like the stability. I collected the first of the month. So, for the lessons that I was doing in, let's say, July, I collected all the money on July 1st. And with technology now, you have direct deposits. So, at the time I, collected the money directly from people, but with technology now, you can get direct deposits. So that's really cool about that. But with teaching, my only gripe was I loved all of my students. They were great. But my only gripe was that I didn't have my evenings to myself. I have kids, and at the time I had young kids, and I would, they would go to school, they would come back home, and, daddy's not home. So that was my only thing, is just not being able to see my kids. Sometimes I wouldn't get home to, 8 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock from teaching. So that was the only bad thing, but the money is stable and you can count on it. So that's the biggest difference. Now, most musicians do both things. They teach and they gig.